Hey, Nick Peterson here. Welcome to the Allegiance Accelerator. Now, I'm excited that you're here because this is perhaps the most important thing you can do as a business owner, regardless of industry, regardless of who you sell to make as much profit as possible by getting your customers, your buyers, and your clients through the customer journey, building trust, authority, and increasing lifetime value significantly, all while minimizing the amount of headache that you experience in your marketing, your sales, and most importantly, your fulfillment. We're going to focus really heavy on the sale and everything that happens after the sale because that is the best opportunity to build Allegiance Capital, which I'll explain in just a moment. Okay, so here's what we're going to cover over the next however many minutes. We'll probably get about 60, 90 minutes total between all the modules. Okay. The first is first impressions and rigging the game. We call it rigging the game because we have to control the first impressions. We have to control the narrative and make sure that we don't let them create a narrative about us that is inaccurate, imprecise, or potentially damaging to our brand and our relationship with them. We're also going to work on understanding the customer journey, specifically what we call the stage 2, the new customer, which is somewhere between the sale, the buyer's remorse phase, and the first sign of delivery. That's where most companies completely swing and miss, simply because they take it for granted that they know the process and the customers do not. So we're gonna get really granular there and help you understand your own customer journey so that you can make the customer journey enjoyable for the customer. And we're going to look at black holes. These are huge profit centers, and they're profit centers because you're hemorrhaging profit right now. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to show you how to plug these holes. I'm going to show you how to identify them. This is probably the biggest boost in profit, like any kind of equation anywhere. If you remove the zeros or the negatives, the equation improves as a whole, right? So we're going to identify these black holes, and then I'm just going to give you the campaigns and templates. So we're going to go through the journey. We're going to do some homework. We're going to compile some information. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to just give you the campaigns and templates you can plug in or model right away. Right. So first impressions, like I said, the first impression is really, really important, right? This is the thing that we have to get right. We've worked really hard in our marketing and our sales to get them into our world, to make some sort of first impression. But there's a question we'll dive into later, which is, all right, I trust you, but I have a credit card. That's my leverage. What happens when I give you my credit card and lose my leverage? As soon as they pay and they no longer have leverage, we have to control the narrative so that we maintain a positive first impression. Really, really easy to take somebody's money, run away, start doing the delivery and the fulfillment, and they feel as if they've been neglected. That may not be the case, but it's a feel thing. We're going to dive into the first impression, how to rig the game so that at all times your people feel taken care of. Okay, we're going to dive in again to the customer journey. This is really important that we start to line this out and think about this. It may be clear in your head. This is an unconscious competence thing. It may be clear in your head, but it's not clear to the customer, which creates black holes. Right? So we're going to talk about how to line out your customer journey, how to identify the black holes, what to do about those black holes, because that is the most immediate profit sitting in your business right now. And it is a very, very simple fix once you identify them and understand how to mitigate that loss. And then I'm just going to give you the templates. You're going to need the plug and play templates. You can use them on your websites. You can use them in your direct mail. You can use them in your store. Doesn't really matter. The concept is the same. But you're going to have the templates, and what I want you to do as we go through them, it's kind of understand the concept, the principle. What are we trying to accomplish here? What are the questions we're answering? I'm going to show you those. I'm going to break down how to look at every single step of that customer journey so that you can, over time, and do, fix them, do multiple iterations, or just sit down and perfect them right now. Doesn't really matter, but I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so over the next, again, however many minutes, you're going to have first impressions, rigging the game. You're going to understand what we're trying to accomplish, and then you're going to understand the customer journey so that you can see what they see as a new prospect, as a new client, as a new customer, as a new patient. And we're going to identify the black holes. The reality is most people make a decision on the first impression whether or not they're going to buy from you again. So they may buy a 3-month program, quit after 3 months, and we think the black hole is at 3 months, but the reality is it was right after the sale. So people don't always make their decision. The feedback loops are kind of wonky in the fact that they may make a decision 3 weeks ago and then quit today. We have to be able to identify when they're making that decision, not when they're quitting. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then you'll get your campaigns and templates. So buckle up, jump on to the next video. We're going to deep dive onto first impressions, reading the game, and understanding the customer journey.